naman tayo dito sa Oasis Gaming na nakita natin
Okay.
ang double Sentinel team comp nila. Gusto ko lang din to i-highlight. Dati kasi yung split, more of a defender-sided map talaga sila. And with that being said, if maybe they're trying to double down on
Mhm.
this statistic, no? And when they double down on that, they said, let's just go for a double Sentinel type of pick. Pahirapan natin sila dito sa defense, sa attacker side nila. Tapos tayo na bahala dito sa ating attacker side. Bahala na yung attacker side natin. Let's just make sure that our defender side is solid.
Yeah. We'll see. We'll see kung that will benefit, right? Si Oasis Gaming being that they do have the double sentinels while compared to Naos. Pero starting things off, it's gonna be the attacking for Oasis Gaming. So sila may double sentinel lineup, but they will be at the offense at the start of this. So far, they are looking more into this mid control right now. For Oasis Gaming, trying to see if they could take control of maybe B Tower at this point. They are taking control here in mid, but still no opening kills we see from either of these teams. At yun na nga, medyo lumiko na dito yung another hit squad coming from Oasis Gaming. Lalakad na sila dito sa may B garage. But so far, it's just space being taken right now. Being given by Naos Esports dahil they had to back off with a lot of those utility that was thrown by Oasis Gaming. And Oasis Gaming, medyo tinatry nilang i-mind trick dito ang Naos Esports. Binenta nila yung B-take ng sobra-sobra, but they actually turned it around going into this A site. And namin na nakita niya kaagad doon yung mga changes dito. No? Di na nila kailangan tumingin sa Raptor when you go into this A site. And as the execute is coming in, 2 members already down. Pass Oasis Gaming, only Marky able to take down dito. Si Witster is down. So wala na yung 6-man dito ng Naos Esports on the defense. Moher still having his trusted frenzy, but he's so low that Nexi was able to take him down. 1v1 Marky. You can't heal yourself on that Sky. Kailangan mo hulaan saan siya magagaling dyan sa pillar niya na malaki here in A side. Pinake niya yung first plan. Kailangan sumitip Papi Chulo to HB! Marky with the turn, 9 HP left. Able to clutch it out this pistol round for Oasis Gaming.
Papi Chulo was actually also low, no? They were both very low, but I think
Yes.
Marky just had enough HP to survive one shot of the Classic. That little bit of HP was what made Marky win that round for Naos Esports. Kasi akala ko Oasis Gaming had a really good hold dun sa A side. Kahit nabenta na ng Oasis Gaming dun sa B, they still went A, but there was a killjoy there along with their turret, and sinasabi nga natin 6th man yun, diba? But it did not matter for Oasis Gaming as they tried to aggress even further beyond here at the B site, but NDG is able to get one. But Oasis Gaming is still at the advantage.
Oasis Gaming set advantage. Did try to go further beyond there in B garage, pero Oasis Gaming still has the numbers advantage right now. Mukhang ito na nga, coming in from B tower, going for the execute right there.
Oh, wow.
NDG, kahit nasa mid L itong release na to, still can get the headshots. Now sa 2v4 na yung pala magka-plan. Ja might be able to pick someone off. Only has a Fresno along with Papi Chulo, and that's gonna be a fast round right there for Oasis Gaming.
These are really good rounds for Oasis Gaming.
Yeah.
The pistol round and the buy round after, the anti-eco round, pagtapos ng pistol round, if you get these for free, especially with their team comp, well, it's not for free, but with their team comp, you try to get as much point as you can on the attacker side, and then you try to double down nga dun sa defender side, since you are trying to go for that double sentinel type of team composition. So it is a bit more advantageous for the side of Oasis Gaming right now. Pero tingnan natin kung makakonvert ba nila tong bonus round na to, or will Naos Esports get their first point of the game?
We'll see if makakuha nga sila dito, no? That would really snowball things into the favor right now ng Oasis Gaming. But so far, mukhang walang magbibigayan gaano pa dito. A lot of that early scuffles that we see there at mid bottom. Mukhang di naman sila pa magkakapatayan dito. Makita mo din doon, no, yung mas may aggressive early picks was Oasis Gaming, specifically because they want to take out the guns. Kasi alam nilang mas may advantage ang Naos Esports. So they're trying to take them by surprise. But now, mas less na yung surprise element na yun. They need to attract some of the utility. Kailangan nilang i-move away yung ibang utility dito ng Naos Esports and then maybe find an opening for a post-plant setup or just catch them off guard. Looking at
Mhm.
this, it's still a slow game.
Very
Still
slow.
slow round. Yeah.
I've got your
Slow
trail.
round for Oasis Gaming, but Seekers
30
have been
seconds
used here by Marky. Si Ja lang yun nandito talaga on main A site with the stake next si down. That the man disadvantage now, but Georgie, nakaikot na siya dito sa likod. Nakahanap pa siya dito ng Vandal na hawak ni Ja. So 4v4 right now. Still 15 seconds on the plant. Nilagyan nila ng wall
Spike
yung
planted.
heaven para hindi ma-stop yung kanilang plant. More on the heaven side as well as a main ang exposed nun. Drax lurking around.
Oh no.
Has the sheriff. If he gets these heads, might be able to do it. Actually,
What?
Marky, how are you able to do that? But Drax, 1v1, the guy who has the sheriff, binenta niya doon. Doesn't have a vandal.
One way to.
One way. What a one way. Alam ko ni-nerf na yung one way ngayon dito eh. Pero still doable here in Split. Tapping the spike, trying to sell this diffuse as much as can, but
my
8
goodness.
HP on Wits. No, they're be getting the round. Actually, yes, Wits gets the kill, but Oasis still wins this round.
Wow. Yung initial entry point ng Oasis Gaming, I feel like that should not have been able to happen, and they should not have let that happen. For Naos Esports, I think they did provide a bit too much pressure dun sa mid side, and it was good bait out from Oasis Gaming. So the fact that they baited Naos Esports into putting that pressure dun sa mid and relinquishing all that pressure in A just to be able to let them get that plant off was super good, because when you have someone like Ja who's just absolutely in the perfect position for that post plant, for that plant, he just able to play off one ways. It's so good for the side of Oasis Gaming, but now Oasis Gaming seems to look like they want to take mid themselves, but Moher is actually the one who gets the first contact for this round.
Yeah, ang ganda doon na ipit na siya eh. Nasa yung snake bat nasa sahig. Very good timing as well for the peak right there from Motor to be able to get the initial frag against Oasis Gaming. Now it's a 4v5. Yes, eco round ngayon dito ang Naos Esports. So in terms of guns, malaki pa yung advantage dito ng Oasis Gaming. But still, with a 4v5, just might be enough here for Naos to get their first point. Let's see. It looks like it's gonna be the B-side hit right now. Medyo malas yung timing, no? Habang packet ka, nakita ka na ni Wild Oreo 3v3 right now. Good trade from Papi Chulo. But Marky getting one more 3v1. Oasis Gaming with the three members with running it down from A side. Now he is here. He has been spotted. Kita siya doon. Sumigaw ng blinded ang Sky ng Oasis Gaming, but he tried to block off yung sound sa kanyang paglapag with the bullets, but it's a 50-50 right now, which is here on the ground, on the side. It's a 3v1. Can he clutch this? This is the start, but no, wasn't able to convert on the second, and that is a 4-0 lead for Oasis Gaming.
Tell you what, a day working
I love the adjustment that they did nga dun sa mid. For the past few rounds, Naos Esports really wanted to take mid control really early, and once they take that mid control, then they just leave the B site and A site to whoever. Like at this situation, they leaving the Killjoy to solo the B site, as we do have Papi Chulo nga dun sa mid just taking control of it, pero it looks like that they want to take early control of A naman ngayon.
Yeah, do want to take control of A ngayon. It's more of how how Oasis Gaming has also been trying to pinapaalala na sa Naos kung saan kami lagi pumupunta. Kinokondisyon, ayun, term na hinahanap ko. But first frag does go to the favor of Naos Esports right now. Oasis Gaming here, medyo na-stuck na sila. Yun yung medyo nagiging problema din talaga eh. When on your split, when you're in split and then you you try to go for these fast 8 takes when you're stopped, feeling mo medyo naiipit kayo dahil sa choke point na yun whenever someone is controlling that ramps area. And because of that, dalawa ng miyembro ang Oasis Gaming ang nawala dito. But look at also the space that Nexi is trying to get. He is at mid. Yes, lumalaban dito, making noise ang members ng Oasis Gaming, but they're actually going for a risky strat. They're trying to separate their members, trying to see if they can get isolated fights, isolated gunfights, and maybe they can even things out here. Seekers had been used by Wits para malaman na saan na yung
30
mga
seconds
miyembro
left.
dito ng Oasis Gaming, so it denies them a bit of that way to go for these 1v1s. And now Dax, bumaba siya dito, nakita siya, can he win the fight next? He does get one, but it's only him left right here. 1v4, Spike has been spotted here by Naos. It is a very hard ass right now for you, Dax, but maybe no. Mojer gets killed.
What a good refresh. Parang ito yung refresh nila for this round. And the call is really, really smart coming out of Naos Esports. They did not deter. Di sila na gano'n eh. Patigasan na yung laro na nga. Di na sila nagpapa-over-rotate. Di na sila sumusobra sa callers. Nag-over-aggress masyado. It was just the right amount for that time. And they just held their ground. Di na sila gumalaw. Yung poste nila, hindi na nila iniwanan. So, it was Naos Esports was able to hold off that A main. And I love the way that they stalled out in A main.
Yeah, definitely. And now, heading into this round, as you mentioned, na it's a bit of a refresh right now here for Naos. It's the start for them to see if they can get back into this game and not let Oasis Gaming na basta-basta lang snowball ang kanilang lead ngayon dito. Looks like a bit of a broken buy as well no, for Oasis Gaming. That Stinger right now in the hands of Georgie. It's gonna be harder for them in terms of the guns. But they do seem to have very decisive calls. Mojer, naamoy niya kaagad. Does get taken out. Gets two for that one showstopper for him. And NDG just takes down the Cypher that was heading in. Now only Wild Oreo left. Inigniting siya doon ni Wit. So that is the 2 points going over to Naos Esports.
Moher is really good at the showstopper. Alam mo naman pag may showstopper tong si Moher, he'll get two. Parang every time kasi nakita na gumagamit ng showstopper, he gets two, and that is not good for the side of Naos Esports, as they are the ones. Oh no, I'm sorry. Oasis Gaming is the one who called for the timeout dito for this time nga. So 2-4 na nga yung scoreline. Siguro nga ito yung time na pinapag-isipan na dapat gawing adjustment for the side of Oasis Gaming, and this will stop some momentum coming from the side of Naos Esports in order for them to amount to a comeback. But I do want to say nga, for the side nga of Oasis Gaming, double sentinel nga sila. So attacking side nga should not be their best side.
Yeah.
It should just be like a side that they need to just get through and get as much rounds as they can. Tapos mag-double down na lang sila dun sa mga defense sa defense side nila.
Yeah, definitely. And usually na pag ganun, alam ko, pag if you're not really, your comp is not that good, ang iniisip mo, maybe I can get 5 rounds. That's enough. Diba? That's great. That's me getting almost half of the points I need. And now, they're already at 4 here.
That's true. And I think Oasis Gaming has a lot of potential then to stop the Naos momentum, as all of them have their ultimates up. But let's see how they'll use it for this round. They have all of it. The lockdown, I'm sorry, no, not lockdown. Their showstopper of their own, their seekers, their teleport, their revive, everything. So it's going to be really interesting to see how they will stop the momentum of Naos Esports here.
Yeah. Definitely. Pero I guess ang one caveat lang din on that is like 2 of them are not exactly what you call offensive types. Neural Theft as well as the res from the Sage is not something that you would say would make or break immediately a round. Unlike let's say the Viper Spit showstopper lockdown. Yun talaga yung very, very effective. And what a pick right there from NDG. Saktong tumingin sa kaliwa si Dux, pero lumitaw naman sa kanan. Ito, but or as you mentioned nga, still has those still has those ultimate at kala mo, dalawa lang silang doon. Hindi. Tatlo ang nakaharap doon. Showstopper has also been used. At yun na nga, sabi mo, to stop the momentum, stop any momentum that Naos Esports is starting to get. They have committed 3 ultimates in this push alone. They still have the neural theft. They still have, I believe, the teleport coming from the Omen. It's only the Killjoy left for the side of Naos Esports. So I think a smart decision right here from the Naos Esports Killjoy kay Ja is just, save the gun for next round.
Tama. It was a really, really smart round coming out of Oasis Gaming. They just utilize as much as they can. Yun nga yung mga ultimates nila, and I think yun nga talaga yun yung na-discuss nila with their coach at the time during the timeout. But Ja is just here trying to get as much exit pads as he can. Let's see if he gets one more here. Kung magkaroon siya ng isa pa, magkakaroon siya ng lockdown pero
may naghihintay din sa kanya.
Makuha ba niya si Georgie? Ja, Georgie. Oh.
Muntikan.
Close.
Close.
Malapit na. It's a scary situation. But yeah, now Naos Esports has a tougher hill to climb as of right now, since they are going on a bit. Oh no, they have a full buy. But I'm sure in the side of utility, NDG won't have the best, won't have all of it available for him. As for Oasis Gaming, they have 3 more ults at hand.
Yeah, they definitely have more ults on their hands. So we'll see kung magagamit nga nila ito effectively. In terms of buys, Oasis Gaming did win that, but I saw 1 Bulldog compared to all Vandals and Phantoms for the side of Naos Esports. So slight gun advantages, almost very minuscule naman to be fair, but Nexi wasn't able to kill, wasn't able to shoot the dog right there from the side of the sky. So na-reveal siya doon, was concussed, eventually taken down. 4v5 situation for Oasis Gaming and Naos Esports, and I think at this point I've said that so many times na Oasis Gaming has the 4-man habang 5 ang Naos, and for some reason I feel like mas madalas na nanalo ang Oasis Gaming in those kinds of situations.
So 4v5 situations.
4v5 when they're on the attack. Right?
Right.
Just goes to show how good these players are on the attack. And let's see if that's going to be a repeat. But Mojo in a really great position. Flawless victory, gets to 4K. And what a momentum stopper right there from Naos Esports.
Grabe yung position na yun ni Mojo. That is deadly. Dare I say deadly. Naos with a really good round coming out. Coming out of that one, Moher. That position is absolutely disgusting. Na-combine pa yung position na yun kasama ng smoke ni NDG.
Yeah.
The Astra smoke. It's just free. Along with the Phantom, it's just free. You just left click, hold mo lang yung left click, huwag mo na bitawan. Tapos ayun, sa'yo na yung buong team ng Oasis Gaming. So, Oasis Gaming now, of course, dito sa save round.
So save round, naghanap sila dito, pero si Papi Chulo already gets the opening frag against Georgie. But yeah, I mean, just to add lang din on the previous round, talagang it wasn't also the smoke, but also all the utility na binato. Sumabay yung utility along with the spray, and that was just enough to kill 4 members right there. So now Naos, dahil nga na-stop nila yung momentum din, can build a bit of their own and try to equalize this half as much as possible. Dahil nga pinag-usapan natin kanina, it feels like Oasis Gaming has a bit more stronger on the defensive side than lineup. So we do expect coming into the defense that they have a better chance or like higher strength potential coming into those rounds. And right now, having that 5 rounds, minsan konti na lang kailangan nila igapang dito as Wits does see Wild Oreo as he slowly goes towards a tower. Now, so 1v1 by 1, the audition is coming in dito sa may A tower at si Drax na nga lang yun. At a flawless victory right there from Naos Esports. Kind of what we expected, but still, Great job right there on the patience from Naos.
Grab it, yung gun advantage there. Yan yung that alam mo yung sinasabi nating defense sided yung split in a way. That round I think best highlighted that spot, especially there on the A side. It's so difficult to gain that initial contact going straight towards A side because once that thing is just smoked off, it feels so claustrophobic that you just get trapped into that choke point and there's like very very few options for you
Blinded.
to move out. Sure, it's more free now than the previous patches, but there is still that feeling of that in this map of split. But now Oasis Gaming opting for A side does get spotted out nga by Wits. So they tried to push out aggressively. They are able to find for one, but Wild Oreo is right there, ready to trade it off with Georgie. And this should be the B side para sa Oasis Gaming.
Yeah, should be the B side, but Papa Chulo gets one para lang ma-even things out here as the B side going for the retake. New theft has been used. So magandang information ngayon ng Oasis Gaming. Kung nasaan ang mga member ng Naos Esports, how do you counter information that only flashes for a bit? You go in, but Georgie, hindi siya magpapahuli! Hindi siya magpapahuli with the 4K on that raise. Finishes off Naos Esports on that round.
Ganda. Yung neutral theft actually, malaki yung difference. It made a big difference on that round.
Yes,
The second
definitely.
tick, he was able to get like some semblance of information on the first tick, and then in between that, he figured, okay, when it will come to the second tick, I know that my opponents will try to counter strafe or like try to make their movements a bit unpredictable, but he was able to predict exactly where his opponents were supposed to stand out. And dahil doon, Georgie was able to find the kill. Pero si Moher naman ngayon ang nakaroon ng first initial contact kay Georgie using the operator on a raise dito po sa mid.
Yeah, it's a very classic thing that we used to see when Split was still part of the map rotation. Operator in mid para makakuha ng kill. I think mas madalas natin yan makikita on mid, at least for this game, if they're gonna continue using that operator rather than the peak at B, just because walang jet or chamber na. Or there's no jet or chamber in this game. But again, for V5, kanina sinabi ko nga, disconnect kita always na natalo dito, pero mukhang naka-circles natin sila in that sense dahil inuubos lang sila ng Naos Esports.
Last round before the switch.
Naos Esports mounting that back. It's now gonna. It feels like Naos Esports is gonna make this to a 6-6. Nakita natin yung buy ng Oasis ngayon, hindi talaga siya the best. You will see Stingers, we will see Sheriffs, there's even a Ghost and the Frenzy, but it's really not the best buy in the world. It's pretty, yeah. And you can see Naos, they have Hunt, they have a Seekers, they have the Showstopper, they have the Lockdown. It seems like they're fully packed here. And speaking of, Georgie also had a Showstopper of his own. Unfortunately, wala siya nahanap doon. And he tries to take some semblance of A Heaven control. And we can see the team of Oasis Gaming scrambling up in A Heaven.
Yeah. A Heaven, A Tower, complete control for them. Have taken that huge space. Kaya nilang itiwa sa dalawa itong team ngayon ng Naos Esports. So if they get one side, just with one side of this fight, they might just be able to take a side. But no, they actually are rotating via mid, via the towers to go into B, at hinto sila kaagad doon ni Papi Chulo with just one snake bite. And now, this is a tough situation na nilagay ng Oasis Gaming ang sarili nila. Ang ganda ng initial plan nila eh. They went in fast into tower, but now they are being stopped, and this situation is being stabilized here by Naos Esports. And what will be the answer from Oasis Gaming? Mukhang ang answer nila ay babalik kami ulit ng mid. Nakita sila doon ng blind. At least may na-confirm at least one member there, which is inside the smoke. Going for the crossfire right here. Wits, patay nga doon si Wits, but still 4v4. Wild Oreo, pwede nakatingin sa kaliwa. Yung Saibal, nakalimutan yun na meron doong NDG, this guy here, NDG, grabe siya pag nakapag-anchor lang siya in one spot, just finish you all off.
Switching sides.
Nakalimutan. Nandun si NDG nga dun sa
Medyo
anchor
nga.
na yun. It was a great crossfire coming out from the side of Oasis. Yeah, from Oasis Gaming. Kaya medyo it was such a hard take, such a hard take on towards the site. Maybe if they were able to get anything off that showstopper ni Georgie nung time na yun, edi, maybe Oasis Gaming could have taken that A site, pero it's a very difficult say. But ito yung sinasabi natin, double Sentinel ang team comp nga ng Oasis Gaming. So, they are able to get 6th round off that attacker side and they might just double down here on the defense side unless Naos Esports has something to say about it dito sa pistol round na to.
Yeah, definitely. Dahil nga, this is the closest we have been after a half. 6-6. 1-for-1 and trade immediately doon. It was Jack Sturret who was able to get the last hit. Iba talaga ang mga 6-man. Pag meron kang killjoy, no? And now it seems like it's gonna be A, but Dax, pinakita lang natin din na sandali gets the headshot there on Wits. Completely nullifies that information that he could have probably gathered more. While on the other side of this map, smoke dito ngayon ang may entrance dito sa may mid-top. So hindi makikita from the mid-vent, mid-top side. Tago lang doon, mukhang B pa rin ang pasok dito. Ilan ang shooting dito? 2, 3. Ayaw ba lahat uluhan yan? Pero nakaisa. Nabawasan naman niya kahit paano dito yung si NDGB site. Ngayon, ang plant dito ng Oasis Gaming. 3v2, post-plant situation. Si NDG nakatago lang doon sa may side, pero kitang-kita siya. 1v3, can you make the magic happen here? Papi Chulo on the Viper. Tumingin sa kaliwa si Nexi. Okay, good start. Diffuse, pros don't fake, and that is it. Oasis Gaming secures another pistol round for them.
Ito na, yung... Oh, actually, yung side ng Oasis Gaming dun, maganda yung retake na Papi Chulo, yung positioning niya could have just been just a little bit better nung post plant na yun, pero napakahirap na yun eh. And once the site was initially cleared, they just had to wall themselves out. Ayun nga, si Wild Oreo pala yun, yung nag-wall sa sarili niya para i-clear lang talaga yung plant na yun. Sabi niya, okay, eto na, no one's gonna stop me from defusing this fight. So it was very much free for them, and now we see Wild Oreo taking advantage nga of their double sentinel comp as there goes a Sage Wall just stopping any sort of mid pressure, while Naos Esports pumapasok dito lang sa Taki Tower.
Oh!
And Wild Oreo gets the first one onto Moher, traded out to Georgie. Georgie gets 2, dwindling down the numbers of Naos Esports. Now 2v5 situation as the paint shells go down, spraying, ibuhos siya na lahat sa Naos Esports, at Oasis Gaming takes the second round. As they should.
Yeah, as they should. Muntikan na doon ng Naos Esports ay makahanap ng angle to be able to take both tower and possibly A site. That was a nice toxic screen along with the poison cloud cover from their Viper. Talagang na-nullify din yung camera na nilagay doon ni Nexi. But the thing was, dahil hindi sila nagpakita doon sa mid, it gives a lot more information for Oasis. Hindi sila nagparamdam sa any part of the map. Ito lang naman hindi natin nakikita ng maigi. So there's a high chance they're coming through here, and that's why they got caught with their pants down with a flawless victory right there from Oasis Gaming. And now, default setup tayo dito. Naka-buy round na yun dito ang Naos. They have their guns. They have a bit of an advantage. So I do think that Naos will be trying, or rather Oasis will be going for more offensive peaks right there. 1-for-1 trade actually gets 2. And that is a great initial scuffle right there for the side of Oasis Gaming na wala ng dalawang rifle dito. Hindi pa naman nakaka-recover ng barrel. I believe dito Oasis Gaming to use for themselves. But this has put Naos in a very precarious spot here at mid-bottom, mid-top area.
Tama. And now it's just gonna be a waiting game. Tingnan natin kung they're gonna do a re-hit ata dito sa mid, and they're just trying to clear out as much angles as they can. Ayan, I'm pretty sure that's for the back of box, pero wala naman natin sila makakuha dyan. Pero yung angle ni Wild Oreo does seem to be really good for their side for info, but Naos Wits just gets Actually, another point of contact as well ni Papi Chulo. Alam nila na mas maganda yung baril nila. So, di sila takot lumaban. Pero si Jax din, hindi rin takot lumaban, making the numbers dwindle down. 2-on-2 situation. They should get the spike down, forcing the retake for the side of Oasis Gaming.
Planted.
Yeah, Paranoia has been used, trying to block off some binline lang sila Nexi. If he can get one of these, it could be a 1v2. Now it's a 2v2 situation. Pero mas pwestuhan ng Naos in terms of the post, but Nexi still has that Vandal. Tries to go get a wall bang, but doesn't able to do so. Dalawa ang sumilip sa kanya, and Naos still able to recover with their better guns. As you mentioned, take that point away from Oasis Gaming.
Yun nga, better guns. That's at the end of the day, bonus round nga yun eh. So, even if Naos Esports, nawala yung dalawang miyembro nila sa team, wala silang pakialam. Sabi daw nila, okay, nawala yung kaming dalawa, pero mas maganda yung baril namin. So, itong gagawin namin, we're gonna re-hit mid. Uulitin namin yung mid. Tapos, pagpasok namin dito, mananalo kami sa mga gunfights. Kasi mas maganda nga talaga yung baril nila. So, that was really, really smart from Naos Esports and controlled discipline coming out from them. But now, it's going to switch it up. It's going to be yung gun round
Turret's destroyed.
for the second half.
Here.
And whoever wins this might gain more momentum para sa second half ng map na to.
Yeah, and definitely yung momentum na is something na hinahanap ng mga teams natin dahil nga this is the deciding map we're in. 1-1 currently ang ating series score, and whoever wins this will be moving on to our grand finals later on as Wild Oreo makes contact here dito sa ating B garage ng miyembro ng Naos Esports ang nandito to go for this attack. But now, nakalamdam sila, okay, confirm sila at least 1 or 2 members ng Oasis Gaming ang dumidepensa dito sa B. Let's try to go back here in mid. Let's take control either of vent or tower. It remains to be seen. Actually, A tower ang pinupuntahan nila ngayon. They want to reconvene with 2 of their members. Medyo nag-iingay na sila. Medyo nalalaman na dito na Oasis Gaming na nandito na nga sila sa A side hit. At nag-iisa lang dito si Georgie. Does take 1! Does take Mojer. Nakadalawa na kagad ng Oasis doon. It's 3v3 at the moment. And Marky, as he runs into the side, gets 1, gets 2! It's good for 2. And actually, Oasis Gaming is able to take that round away from Naos Esports.
Yung initial contacts ng fights na yun, that's not the fights that really mattered. Yung talaga nang matter, yung ginawa ni Marky dun sa screens. Napakaganda ng push out niya dun sa smoke. It was a bit awkward. Medyo awkward nga siya, but it didn't matter because he was able to get the pick off dun kay Ja, and then he was able to get the counter pick off dun kay NDG. And with that, they were just able to just clean it up, 3-on-1 situation, able to take the site, actually di nga siya retake eh, dire-diretso lang nga silang hindi nakapag-plant, diba?
Yeah, hindi nga nakapag-plant. So it wasn't exactly a retake, it was more of binanggaan and they competed for the space. And na-edge out lang nila yung Naos Wizards. And yeah, and I do love the fact that it was Marky coming out of that screens area to be able to, really solidify yung gawang panalo doon ng Oasis Gaming. But now, on the save round, Naos Esports, they need to do a bit of damage on Oasis Gaming dahil if Oasis Gaming has a high chance of getting this round, at least they'll be moving themselves into the double-digit mark in terms of points. And that means malapit-lapit na sila into winning this split map. Now, Naos Gaming being a bit more methodical in their approach immediately after nila nakuha yung space dito sa B, dito sa mid. It's kind of the same play that they did earlier, but the difference is hindi nakapwesto ngayon. Okay, Neural Theft, we'll see. Lahat sila ay nasa A tower, so Naos Esports needs to make a run for it. It needs to execute very, very quickly. Well, 5 members of Oasis Gaming ay nandito na. Georgie with a very good position right there. Just to see if there was anyone who pushed from that position. And now, Ubos, flawless victory coming in here for Oasis Gaming.
Flawless victory, and they do have a lot of options para sa defensive setups in the next round, since they have ultimates, they have the Showstopper, I do believe they have the Seekers. Neutral Theft was also just used, so it's so many defensive options there. I love the way Oasis Gaming, when they do these defensive setups, hindi naman sila reliant sa utility ng mga Sentinels. So, you don't see the Sage just wall off mid and then just leave it. Hindi eh. Parang pinapaglabanan nila onti yung mid space and then they pull off the wall para hindi lang mabaril instantly, di ba? Kasi pwede naman yung
Yeah.
basagan yung wall and it will completely nullify any defensive setup of that wall. Pero hindi. Pinapaglabanan nila yan. They don't give up that space. They fight for that space and then when they think it's good, then they use up the wall. Same thing with the Cypher. They only use his tripwires for information. Hindi talaga sila reliant dun on those tripwires. And yung mga setups niya actually, it's mainly to watch spots such as vent or a little bit of a heaven. So it's
Mm.
really uh, not this defensive setups is really not sentinel reliant, if that made sense. So it's really good mix-ups until it will come to the point wherein I feel like nahihirapan na talaga mag Naos Esports magbasa kung anong gagawin ng Oasis Gaming's for their defensive setups, and Oasis Gaming has a tough task to climb here on the A side.
Yeah. Definitely. Nakakapasukin nila dito yung A side. But 1-for-1 exchange. Mojo able to take down Georgie, but Nexi was able to trade him out immediately. And now
I've got your
Esports brewing
trail.
up the plan right here. Again, taking control dito sa top, mid, bottom area. Saan tumatakbo dito ang Oasis Gaming na spot out nila kaagad. Okay, mukhang papunta nga dito sa B side ngayon. But they need to give him up a bit because they don't have the numbers advantage. Pwede pa namang mag-reconvene dito ang Oasis Gaming so that they can have the 4v5 as they go for the retake here on B side. But Ja on the killjoy immediately using the lockdown para makabuy more time, making it hard for Naos Esports to, for Oasis Gaming to go into the site. Showstopper has been used. There were no deaths right there. No kills for the Showstopper. 3v4 situation. Oasis Gaming with the lead in terms of numbers, but it immediately becomes a 1v2. Georgie takes one more 1v1. Did he call the bluff? No!
Oh my goodness.
Yes, and DG is taken down.
Georgie, what a big clutch round coming out from you. He was able to win that actually 2-on-1 situation at one point. And that's, ano na gagawin mo, di ba? Pag
Yeah,
iisipan mo na, ano na gagawin mo? They do have some opportunities here. You can see Astral Divide, ready. Showstopper, pwede din. Papi Chulo for the post plant with his Viper Spit. So there are options that they can do for this round. Ang tanong, what will they do for it with this utility that they have?
Yeah, we'll see. It's also a make or break round for them. If Oasis gets this, they'll be at match point, and then Naos will have broken economy. Nakita mo na
Tama.
lahat sila naka-light shields, Bulldog, Vandal, and wala na silang pera after this round if they lose. So there's a make or break. All their eggs on this basket here at the 19th round here at Split. We might very well see if the game will go longer or will be one step closer to our grand finals. As again, mid-bottom, mid-top ulit ang control. Oreo gets the initial pick up, and Mojer gets at least one on that Showstopper. Gives him a bit more space here and going into B tower, habang naman ang Naos Esports, ang Oasis Gaming are still looking around, still in a wide positioning in terms, scattered positioning for themselves. Binenta talaga doon na Naos ang B-take, but now they've been spotted with the camera, knows that, okay, high chance
30
A,
seconds left.
looking at where everyone is going. The ultimate namin kaagad ang Omen para makabilis makarotate dito sa A. What was a 2v4 initially that looked like it now, it's a complete 4v4. Gonna be the gun duels. Papi Chulo opening it up immediately, gets what gets two. A 1v1 na naman tayo dito sa situation, Raf.
10 seconds
Marky, if you win this, you almost guarantee, you could almost feel the next round winning. But Mojer, we have seen this man making clutch plays, getting the frags for Naos Esports. He can extend the life of his team here with 21 HP and a dream. Kaya silang Kaya lang sila ditong nagsiset up ng angle. Marky really biding his time!
Oh, wow.
And that is it. Marky taking the 12 point here for Oasis Gaming.
Oh, Marky. He was so patient on that
Stop that
clutch
shit
round.
here, mate.
Hindi siya nag-over-peak, hindi siya nag-overextend.
Match
Yung
point.
alam niya talaga si Moher. Sinasabi niya, okay Moher, alam ko na gagawin mo. Diyan ka lang, low HP ka. Ako, okay lang ako dito sa taas. Sure, maybe the time runs out, that's gonna be bad on me. And eventually, he'll have to push, right? But siguro sa isip nga ni Marky, calm, collected, sinasabi niya, okay, magpipeak to si Moher. He will make a mistake. Kasi siguro nga the pressure's on Naos Esports, and since alam niya the pressure's on them, he said, okay, he's gonna commit a mistake. I'm just gonna play here. So, napakatalinong play yun coming out from Marquee. And even though we did say that Naos Esports would be in some form of a broken buy, they do have a decent buy here. They have some Vandals, a Phantom, and even a Bulldog. But Oasis
Bomb buddy out.
instantly taking down ang dalawang miyembro ng Naos Esports, and mukhang Oasis Gaming is in the biggest advantage and the biggest reach to the grand final as of right now. They also have the spike. Oh my goodness.
It is gonna be a very hard ass right now from Naos Esports. Dalawa sila dyan sa baba. Nila-suss out na sila pa. Alam namin nandiyan kayo. Alam namin nandiyan kayo. Hindi naman namin na kailangan na masyado. Hindi ba rocket scientist pa hulaan na nandiyan na kayo dyan sa baba. Nakuha na kayo spike pero nag-give up ulit. Nag-iisa na lang dito si Jack. Can you do this? 1v5. You against the world. Can you extend the lives of you and your team? And no, Oasis Gaming winning the series 2-1. They'll be moving to our to our grand finals.